be ready, contestants, to come up and participate. So we are going to go through our participants by age group. While we're getting started, I am going to read an acrostic poem that was sent to Edgar Allan Poe by his wife, Virginia, for Valentine's Day. So an acrostic poem, each line starts with a letter, and so down the left-hand column you can see what the topic of the poem is. In this case, it is Edgar Allan Poe. So here is her acrostic poem. Ever with thee I wish to roam, dearest, my life is thine. Give me a cottage for my home, and a rich old cypress vine, removed from the world with its sin and care, and the tattling of many tongues. Love alone shall guide us when we are there. Love shall heal my weakened lungs. And oh, the tranquil hours we'll spend, never wishing that others may see. Perfect ease we'll enjoy, without thinking to lend ourselves to the world and its glee. Ever peaceful and blissful we'll be. There's just a little bit of poetry. Okay, now we're ready for our community submissions. Our first age bracket is 9 to 12. Let's give Penny a round of applause. Okay, our 13 to 18-year-old bracket. Okay, Addie, come on up.
Yep. Right. Dead trees look more like forests, for death strolls among the branches of lost leaves. Corpses of trees remind, to truly love, we must lose first. To truly be beautiful, we must suffer first, for death awaits us to take us to another world. No one alive has seen for our souls to blow somewhere, like the dead leaves that soar away.
Okay, Allie, come on up.
Okay, so this is my thing with some, fox thing, and that thing, too. So that's one of them. And this is my other one, this purple skull, and it's pretty great.
All right, Dylan, come on up. Dylan is going to do a dramatic reading. He does not want it to be titled. He wants you to be able to figure it out as he goes along.
All right. Prepare yourselves, dear audience, for a familiar tale, only presented in a different light from how you may remember it. A haunting tale many have heard before. It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark under the moonlight. You see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is Thriller Night. And no one's going to save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's Thriller Night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller, a tale that will thrill you tonight. Darkness falls across the land, the midnight hours close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller, 'cause this is Thriller Night. There ain't no second chance against the thing with 40 eyes, girl. Thriller Night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller, 'cause this is Thriller Night. I can thrill you more than any ghoul would ever dare. Thriller Night. So let me hold you tight and share a killer thriller here tonight. Anybody recognize it?
Yeah. What was it?
Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Good job, Dylan. Thank you. Okay. Eleanor.
They sit quietly, black scarves, soaked in tears, staring into the box where I lay unblinking. Whispered words, hushed tones, hidden sorrow, keeping up appearances of mourning family. Guilt eats away at their composure. Someone throws up. Excuses, but it's their fault. It's their fault, but I can't tell anyone it wasn't an accident.
Hey, No one's seen these before. This is a blackout poem from The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe.
My heart was gone. I knew I had a hole big enough to hold the impossible.
Okay, Lena, come on up.
Here's a painting that I did. Yeah, there's crows and stuff. And then there's this that I made out of cardboard.
Will you get us some pictures of Lena? Yeah. Okay, this is our 19 plus age bracket. So Adam, come on up.
The infertile turtle can't guess the wordle. His guttural gurgle a verbal hurdle. He's forcing in vowels like kernels and girdles. 5-letter journaled cause internal curdles. A constant dispersal of consonant reversals. To this infertile turtle, the wordle is eternal. We, the watchful willows of the wakeless wood, wait with wistful worry. Green is gone, replaced with rueful reds, garish golds, and brittle browns. When will the wind with its wrath whip, rip, and rack our withered and weakened wings? That wicked wolf whooshing and winding through the waifish branches. He leaves with our leaves whimsically whistling, while we, wilted and wrought with rot, watch winter wordlessly wax.
Okay, Arissa, come on up.
I was thinking a lot about decomposition while I wrote this. Oh, let the worms caress my gentle skull, now wreathed in mire and dirt beyond decay, embraced within a ceaseless ashen pull, upon my hollow body as I lay. The years will watch the herbs grow roots and bloom, fed by the grace that once my life had claimed, where welcome soil hath kindly made me room, and turned my former wild spirit tame. Within my ribs the beast shall make a nest, safely enclosed within my walls of bone. Together twined in earth we both shall rest, with neither more to face the world alone. Although our father time shall steal all breath, in truth, all life continues after death.
All right, Emily, come on up. And she's going to do a reading for us.
So this is an excerpt from one of my favorite books, Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. And I actually did a little photo series based on this book, and this is one of the images from that series, and what I'm going to read. "No," said Will. "No what?" asked Miss Foley. "No mirror maze," Will swallowed. He stared at fathoms of reflections. You could never strike bottom there. It was like winter standing tall, waiting to kill you with a glance. "Miss Foley," he said at last, and wondered to hear his mouth say it, "don't go in there." "Why not?" Jim peered, fascinated, into Will's face. "Yeah, tell us, why not?" "People get lost." Never can tell. Will could not take his eyes off the millions of miles of blind glass. What might be swimming around in there? "Swimming?" Miss Foley laughed. "What a lovely mind you have, Willie." "Well, yes, but I'm an old fish, so—" "Miss Foley." Miss Foley waved, poised, took a step, and vanished into the mirror ocean. They watched as she settled, wandered, sank deep, deep, and was finally dissolved, gray among silver. Jim grabbed Will. "What was all that?" "Gosh, Jim, it's the mirrors. They're the only things I don't like." Boy, you've been out in the sun," snorted Jim. "That maze there is—" His voice trailed off. He sniffed the cold air blowing out from an ice house between the tall reflections. "Jim, what were you saying?" But Jim said nothing. After a long time, he clapped his hand to the back of his neck. "It really does," he cried in soft amaze. "What does?" "Hair. I read it all my life. In scary stories it stands on end. Mine's doing it now." "Gosh, Jim, so's mine." They stood entranced with the delicious cold bumps on their necks and the suddenly stiffened small hairs quilled up over their scalps. There was a flourish of light and shadow. Bumping out through the mirror maze, they saw 2, 4, a dozen Miss Foleys. They didn't know which one was real, so they waved to all of them, but none of the Miss Foleys saw or waved back. Blind, she walked. Blind, she tucked her nails to cold glass. "Miss Foley!" Her eyes flexed wide from blasts from photographic powder were skimmed white like a statue's. Deep under the glass she spoke. She murmured. She whimpered. Now she cried. Now she shouted. Now she yelled. She knocked glass with her head, her elbows tilted drunken as with the light-blind moth, raised her hands and claws. "Oh, help," she wailed, "help." Jim and Will saw their own faces pale, their own eyes wide in the mirrors as they plunged. "Miss Foley, here," Jim cracked his brow. "This way," but Will found only cold glass. A hand flew from empty space, an old woman's hand sinking for the last time. It seized anything to save itself. The anything was Will. She pulled him under. "Will! Jim! Jim!" And Jim held him, and he held her, and pulled her free of the silently rushing mirrors coming in from the desolate seas. They stepped into sunlight.
Spirit flowing, mind is blowing, brain rot, thoughts not. Try untangle in a mangle, tight spot, white hot, head exploding, pressure growing, hard slam, in dam. Years of stewing now unpooling, hard rock, brick block. Can't take cover, bubbling over, grip slips, stops, fits. Efforts muddle, heart in puddle, breaks, sweat, tears, threat. Substance lacking, facade cracking. No splash, dreams dash. Defeat to eat, must be discreet. No show, stop flow. Regrets collide, return to hide. Crash, burn, I learn. Fierce ideas run like a naked river, fast, flowing, wild, teeth exposed, poised to tear flesh from a sleepy mind. To catch a hold is a miracle. Bloody scratches mark bare arms. To tame the brute takes strength. But once subdued, the ultimate desire is to set it free, let it soar, liberate the fiend from inside. To dash against all barriers, leaving a mark on every surface, talons pierce to prick at hearts. A Tasmanian devil that spins on to an unknown destiny, a strange beast with a heavy burden of my thoughts.
So this is my son. He was 2 years old when I did this. So I specialize in composite photography. So basically I took the pictures, and then from there with Photoshop, I make a digital collage, and then I paint over it to create this effect. So this is one of my favorites. We have it actually framed in his room, and we just love reading. We love the library, and it's just really special for us. So anyway, that is my picture.
This piece is called The Resident. It's a linoleum carving that I did of a Gothic cathedral.
Okay, so on your tables, there is a double-sided picture of two tortured poets, Taylor Swift and Edgar Allan Poe. So we are going to play a game. So grab one of those double-sided pictures and hold it in your hand. If you think the lyrics are Taylor Swift, show me Taylor Swift. If you think it is Edgar Allan Poe, show me Edgar Allan Poe. We're going to test your tortured poet knowledge. Here we go. Taylor Swift or Edgar Allan Poe? Who said it? I wish to know the fatal flaw that makes you long to be magnificently cursed. He's in the room. Your opal eyes are all I wish to see. He wants what's only yours. Who said it? All right, looks overwhelmingly like the room says Taylor Swift. Woohoo! Good job. I was never insane except upon occasions where my heart was touched. Who said it? It looks like we've got mostly Edgar Allan Poe's. Let's see if we're right. Woohoo! One night, a few moons ago, I saw flecks of what could have been lights, but it might just have been you passing by, unbeknownst to me. Who said it? Okay, I think I see more Edgar Allan Poe's. That was Taylor! At midnight in the month of June, I stand beneath the mystic moon. Who said it? Let's see who's right. We've got a mix out there. Edgar Allan Poe! And all I loved alone. Who said it? Edgar Allan Poe! While I bathe in cliffside pools with my calamitous love and insurmountable grief. Who said it? Oh, it's looking like Taylor might win the popular vote here. Taylor! I'd meet you where the spirit meets the bones in a faith-forgotten land. Okay, I think we have more votes for Edgar. It was Taylor. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams. Oh, Anna showed that with confidence. Let's see if she's right. Edgar Allan Poe, good job. I replay my footsteps on each stepping stone, trying to find the one where I went wrong, writing letters addressed to the fire. Who said it? That was Taylor. The death of a beautiful woman is unquestionably the most poetical topic in the world. Who said it? Edgar Allan Poe. Thank you everyone for coming. This was amazing. Thank you for participating, community members. Please come up. I'm going to turn on the lights and come up and see these pieces of work more closely as we watch this.
Told. For a boy his age, he's considerate and nice. But he wants to be just like Vincent.